Hi, I'm Saloni Rajbhandari, and today we have young leading women professionals from Nepal, and the topic for today is what does freedom mean to you? So before we start, why don't we introduce ourselves first? Hi. Priyanka, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Priyanka Malla. I'm manufacturing home textile. I have a company, brand named Cotton Mill.
Hello everybody, I am Priyanka Malla. I am with Mercy Corps, Nepal, and I look after a project called Financial Literacy.
Hi, I'm Ashmita Khanal, and I'm currently doing my bachelor's degree in chemical engineering at Thapathali Campus.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rashmi Sharma. I work as a physician in Alka Hospital.
Alright, great. So, since you guys know what the topic is, what does freedom mean to you?
When someone says freedom, it just means, being able to do stuff that you want to do. Because at this age, we know what's right for us, and we're wise enough to know it. So being able to do stuff that we want to do and being able to express ourselves without, all the critics and everything.
Basically, when freedom comes to me, I think of sleeping around all day and watching TV and lazing around. So besides that, is there any,
No, just being able to make decisions and not be pressurized into making a particular decision just because that is expected from you, and with just being able to decide for yourself and act on your decision without any external pressures. I think that's freedom.
Yeah. Talking about making decisions, these days we've heard a lot of, let's say 20 years ago, women didn't have that freedom.
Yeah.
Right? Now they do. What would you call that freedom? I mean,
I think freedom from marriage comes with all the changes that we've had in our society, like freedom to go out and party and stay up till 3 o'clock. So
yes,
all of that comes as a package. It's a change in the society, the marriage bit. And true freedom for me, I think, lies when you are able to decide for yourself.
Freedom for you is ability to do what you want, but I think it's also creating a positive externality to the society. I mean, it may be beneficial to you, but you have to think it's high time we all start thinking about the society. So I think it is like ability to do what you want with the capacity to create a positive externality to the society.
I'm just the only thing that comes to my mind is live and let live. Live so that you do not really bother anybody and you live life, according to how you think is, how you want to live your life. But at the same time, you don't really cause discomfort to anybody, and you live your life. But
Is that really possible in our
It
society?
is. Not just our society.
Everybody's noses is in everybody else's business,
Yeah.
and it's impossible to let other people live.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think it's just in every society, but you think of any other society, even the Indian society, even the American society, or any other society, live and let live is a nice concept, but it's not possible, it's not realistic.
I just picked up a point what you said earlier was, and it's alright to party till late in the morning, but your family members at home are not really happy about it. So wouldn't you think that's not not actually freedom?
Freedom is a huge big
Yeah.
subject. What does freedom mean to you? Does freedom mean to you being able to party 3 a.m. in the morning, or is freedom being able to work where you want to work?
It happens at a certain age where you're not allowed to do that.
Yes.
You crave that. Yeah. So at that time, the kind of freedom that you want is to be able to go to a party and party till 3. But I mean, we don't have the freedom to do that anymore. The party shuts down at 12.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
The people that I went to school with, I know a lot of girls, and they wanted to pursue a career, and they couldn't really because they could not really make their career choice because they were not free to do so. Their career choice was dictated by what their fathers or what their parents thought was best for them. I know doctors who cannot work night shifts because they're not free to do so because their husbands don't like it. It's like a chained dog. I can go only that far.
Yeah, so basically women in Nepal still haven't had the taste of the real freedom.
I wouldn't say that just about women actually. I think even men.
Exactly.
In certain ways, you see sons who are mama's boys.
Yeah.
They have those chains too. You just don't, see it as prominently as women for women.
Maybe the chain is more elastic in this
Yeah. Probably.
So talking about women and freedom, We've heard so much of nasty stories happening to women at night, and it's not really safe for girls to commute about during the night time. What do you think about it?
Oh, I absolutely agree. I've had incidences where I've like come home a bit late, and I've had like nasty people. I met nasty people on the street. So, I mean, unless you have a car or a motorbike, and back in those days when I had neither, and I had to walk back home, and just because you're walking and it's dark, it's just the way, people, and I'm not even categorizing, I'm not even saying it's only men and women, like just you walk home late and then there's just this certain attitude towards you. I don't find Kathmandu safe in the dark.
Yeah, like that. I don't think that's just for women, for men also it's not safe at night, not just for women.
And I guess that's one of the things that bound people to get home early or not party until 3 in the morning. Go back like working.
They can't party
at night because it's not safe for them to do so.
Okay, so coming to lighter points. Not very light though, but so what about religious freedom?
I think you may be born a Hindu, but it's up to you whether you want to practice Hinduism or not. Like just because you're born in a Hindu family doesn't mean you have to practice it. And I know several people who, they're happy Hindu families, but like the son or the daughter doesn't want to put like tika, doesn't want to go to Pashupati, and that's fine. Like,
that is a good freedom because you're not creating any side effect or spillover effect to other people. So your freedom to practice is quite legitimate.
Alright, so since we've talked about almost everything, Indian, I would like to ask each one of you, do you guys think you're living a free life?
Well, not completely, because freedom, I think, independence and freedom, that has to go together, because I'm like between the and I'm still doing my degree, so I have to kind of depend on my parents for everything. So they might not want me to, be totally free. So.
Yeah, I would say I'm free up to an extent,
Yeah, I would say I'm not free because, living in a society where everybody has the right to tell me what's right and what's wrong, I think to a certain extent I am free. I don't really depend on somebody's judgment of what is right or wrong.
I'm sure I'm very free because I have always done what I wanted to do, and if I'm not really satisfied with a particular society, I also have the freedom to go to some other society.
Alright, so that's about it for today. Thank you all for coming and sharing your great ideas.
Thank you.
Thank you.